President and attorney Kimberly Guilfoyle, host of Breaking News on FoxNews.com, with her own thoughts on Rajaratnam later on. Dramatic point swings. You've got the Dow at session highs right now, but you had a triple-digit loss the economy for Fox News, and you're saying that the economy does show us signs of strength. You've been interviewing folks, small business owners, on the website for FoxNews.com that are telling you that things are actually better.
Yeah, we do special features on the road to recovery and, focus on different small businesses and how they're doing facing these economic challenges and whether or not they feel optimistic. And we are definitely seeing a shift and a trend now where people feel that things are moving a bit in the right as well.
And I want to take one more question to Phil Flynn, because Phil, we had this debate with you yesterday with the issue, is it speculators, is it fundamentals in the energy markets? Obviously this affects the small business owner. You say that because...
How long are you budgeting for this crisis that you're facing right now with the cost of fuel and with diesel? I mean, do you feel that you have survivability for the next 6 to 12 months? I mean, what's your outlook right now?
Tanks and rockets to attack rebels on the front line. Kimberly and Rob Basso are with me as well, so cheers to you, Liz.
Cheers.
All right, it's going to be difficult to find a jury that can understand what's going to be presented to them in court?
It sure is. In terms of the voluminous amount of evidence, you have 173 wiretapped recordings that they're going to have to decipher through, let alone the task of the prosecutors to try and explain and lay out the nuances of securities fraud violations, of insider trading. It's a very complex area of law. This is the case to watch. The future of insider trading prosecution hinges on the success of this case. And if they do not get the right jury, it's going to be a huge problem going forward.
Rob?
Well, if you look at the average American investor...
This is being led by Manhattan Assistant U.S. Attorney Jonathan Streeter, so he's going to be kind of in the forefront. But John Dowd is the defense here, and he was part of Keating 5. He defended Governor Fife Symington from Arizona for... sense among the media yet of kind of who's going to kind of stand out as far as the two lead attorneys in the case?
Blagojevich trial, one of the reasons that didn't go so well is there was a lot of hype and expectation, but what the tapes are delivered, the tapes didn't come off all that incriminating in court. The jury was like, well, we're not too sure about it. Big, expensive retrial looming on the horizon. They could be looking at in this case. They better nail it and have some kind of cooperating witnesses, and they're still kind of putting their case together, and that's
right. Adam?
They do, but depending on what they have to say and what they can corroborate.
They've got 19 people out of...
Decided that they're going to call all of them. They're still making those determinations. They're on the list, and they'll see how the case proceeds. You don't want to put a witness on that ultimately is not going to deliver, because it looks like everybody's trying to cut themselves a deal to save their own butt and reduce their time, and juries do pay attention to that as well.
I think the fact 19 pleading guilty out of 26 is an impressive number.
Okay, Harvey Pitt. Harvey Pitt, last word?
Yeah.
Our pets are getting fat as well. Is that what's happening?
Very much, yes.
Feed my dog. I mean, Bella, she's looking good.
Oh, Macy's
not overweight.
Macy's gained a pound and a half. But one of the things that's happening in American corporations is with the pet insurance companies. Is this becoming, because I know many doctors for us from Manhattan Cat Specialists, thank you for coming in. It's, again, we're all getting fat, and looks like our animals are as well. Well, from fat cats, folks, to favor this quickly. That's going to be bad for the economy and eventually bad for the markets.
It's going to be bad for...
And if it's not doom and gloom, if the economy is recovering, and you hope it is, then with the Dow up 139.
So. Americans are doing a good job, I think, Shell, of managing their finances, actually, by reducing their credit card debt. So I think give them a hand, It's not just the government helping them, to help themselves.
Well, you guys are a couple of good friends to me. Next, stay with us. Kimberly.
Let's put that out there in the open. And speaking of coffee and addictions, I mean, obviously I'm a little bit concerned about the rising cost of coffee beans, but that's the least of it. The big story is gasoline, fuel, diesel costs continue to rise. And when you look at the average American trying to budget their finances.
And I want to thank Rob Basso. Thanks to both of you for spending the hour with me. And right now, over to Lori Rothman.